I'm going to do the brake booster on this 2002 Toyota Sequoia. The issue I'm having is there's a hissing sound when you press in the brake pedal. And yeah, the brakes are just soft. Not all the time, but especially when you first start driving. And then pretty much all the time, but still has some braking, but not what it's supposed to. So hopefully we'll be able to keep the brake fluid in and not have to drain it. We'll find out. So go ahead and take off your electrical connector off of here. And then these are 13 millimeter or maybe a 1/2 inch, but I use a 13 millimeter wrench. You got one nut here. There's your two nuts. One nut there, one nut over there. Then when you start taking this off, you might want to undo this one and this one. We'll just help you have a little more wiggle room to get it off of there. So just like that, popped off. Grab yourself some pliers and get the hose clamp. Take off this vacuum hose. Okay, so 3 things: electrical connector, master cylinder with 2 nuts, and your vacuum hose. And now you're to right here where everything is disconnected from the booster. So now we're gonna go inside the vehicle and attach the booster. Now I don't see an O-ring. The new one comes with an O-ring, and it says to put it on this flange, actually on this flange on the back of the master cylinder before mounting it to the new booster. So there should have been one right here. I'm not sure if it fell off. I'll look under the vehicle, but it might also just not have had one. But anyways, so when you do your new one, definitely make sure to add your O-ring in this gap here. So coming up under the pedal area, you got your brake pedal. This is your brake pedal. Grab our needle nose pliers and get out that gold cotter pin right there, connecting the brake pedal mechanism to the rod coming through the firewall. That's your booster rod. So there's a little cotter pin. Now we can slide the pin or bolt holding the, as you can imagine, this is a super comfortable job, really easy to film. Really awesome. But see if I can get my fat hand and arm wedged in a weird way to get up there. Anyways, here's the pin. That's what's holding your pedal to your brake booster rod. Alright, and as far as the 4 bolts holding the brake booster on, you got one. Let's see if I can get my pointer up there for you. You got one there. One up there. One there. Right up there. And then one way up there, up above that as well. So those are the 4. They're in a square shape that you got to take out for the booster to come off. All right, so by far your hardest nut to get off is going to be the upper right, because you just have no room. Top right, no room to move the socket wrench. Once you get a normal socket on it, there you can see it way up there. So the trick is a swivel. So this is what I got it out with. The 1/2 inch 12 millimeter. All the nuts are 12 millimeter, by the way. Swivel extension, and that guy cracked it loose. And then once it's loose, thankfully these bolts are pretty easy coming out once you crack them loose. Then I was able to take this off and then just hand turn it the rest of the way out. So I got 3. Now I got the bottom right to go, and then the booster should be able to come out. So hopefully that helps you on that tough top right. All right, we got her installed, did the test drive, and the hissing went away. So The new booster is definitely the problem, or the old booster was the problem. So yeah, if you have a hissing sound while pressing your pedal, and yeah, the braking is diminished, and maybe your booster, the main thing you want to check is your vacuum hose. Make sure there's no cracks, because that could be the problem. But if your hose checks out, then it's probably your booster. And I did not have to undo any of the brake lines. All the brake fluid stayed contained while doing the booster replacement, so that's really good. Took a little bit of configuring, wiggling. Had to undo a couple of those just to be able to get it a little bit more out of the way, just wiggle that in there, but it worked. And then, oh yeah, you do have to take off this plate and install that on your new booster. Yeah, the plate was installed on there, so there's 4 nuts. You just take that off, put the new one on, and then there's a little piece on the pedal. I'll show you that in a sec. But then, yeah, there's an O-ring that goes in between the booster and the master cylinder. Make sure you put that on. And then the little piece that connects to the pedal. I made the mistake of starting to tighten the 4 nuts before putting that little piece on, but make sure you put that little piece on first. The little piece with the gold cotter pin right there, that little guy. So make sure that rod, get that connected to this pedal bracket before you start tightening your 4 nuts coming from the booster. Otherwise you won't have enough room once it's tight, once all the nuts are tight, to get that on there. But pretty much swivel sockets are going to be your friend. Oh, and then last tip, cover up this hole where your steering rod is, because one of my nuts fell down in there and I lost it, so I had to use a replacement. But yeah, swivel socket adapters are going to be your friend trying to get those nuts tight. They're just a pain, but you can do it with the swivels. Hopefully this helps you out. Catch you on the next one.